Helokawans, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024 and session 13 of Immortal Part 2. I am Little Cat, and this is a D&D adventure run by myself and played by my friends. All of them. I don't know if you remember who they are, it's been a month, but we have Ben, and Ida, and Mike, and Mumi. Kang. Kang is Mumi, and Joe. Trying to do that without looking at the list of names, clearly, I am bad at remembering names. In session 12, Gunlag had a bad day and came out feeling accosted by Mume, who had not perceived it as such but took it in stride. Valerius created a faux Larius, which is now following the party while being poked and prodded by all the normies. The gang were confronted with a natural death, which is very unusual in this particular setting, and paused to do his burial rites, leaving everybody somber, but not enough to not be excited about Umar and Branby's little wedding, which helped lighten the emotional load all around. The siblings, Van and Biro, introduced themselves to Gunlag and Bosk and beseeched their help. Whether they're going to get it or not, we'll see. And finally, Mume reveals to Van his place in the world, which was where we left off. We come back to both siblings looking at all of you, Van in particular at Mume, and all the rest of you are gathered in a weird circle, Bosk, Gunlag, Valerius, who were silently watching initially, and Mume, who was asked to join. Partaking in the merriments are everyone else. Anyone with a passive perception of higher than 18 can tell that Old Man Jaka and Minu are keenly listening, but also pretending to be occupied by food and festivity. Ghost, you are watching a ways away and making sure the area remains safe, grappling with your newfound feelings, emotions? Question mark. You are one voice short, but a soul more full. Feel free to join in the current circle when you see fit. Mume, you see in front of you.
I just want to add it to the summary.
Uh-huh.
The old man that passed away had a Riker tattoo, yes?
Yes.
That's kind of important. Okay.
I mean, it's not really a Riker tattoo. It's Riker-esque.
Derived
modified-
from the original
Yeah,
design.
it's very
modified from
modified,
writing.
but the sentiment of it is something Valerius recognizes.
Yes, very suspicious. However, I shall not ask questions.
Anyway, so Mumi, in front of you is a dwarven-ish young lady who is looking at you with glittering eyes, clutching her beard, sort of tugging on it excitedly, and going, I knew it! Papa wouldn't spin tall tales unless it was true. I knew it! Biro! Biro! What are you doing? How are you responding to this?
I'm like, you see, like Mume, like, take his like paw and squints against the bridge of his nose. It's like, oh, what am I getting myself into?
So is it true that you go around and you make sure that people are safe and fed, and then you come up with fantastic, sort of plans to bring down the matriarch?
I'm not sure what books you are reading, but it's a difficult task. And it's a difficult plan to be planning out stuff like this.
Make me
So,
an insight check.
give me a moment.
He didn't say no.
Give me a moment, we open another campaign.
Open like an old campaign, 17. What you get from her face is still matching the excitement that she portrays, but also this kind of she's kind of taken aback at how open you are with your information, that she's just like, oh, okay, she's listening.
Okay.
The rest of
First-
you see this happen, by the way.
First things first, though. No, in what fashion or what reasons you come to us, with that sorry, give me a moment. My brain is fried for a second.
Yes, okay.
Was it a code? Yeah, it was a code. Yeah, with that code.
Well, first and foremost, it's I tend to test my luck, but I guess this time it bore fruit. But right, as she flusters around, Biro sort of puts a hand on her shoulders and takes the lead. If I may, this might come suddenly since we have not met the two of the people that we originally wanted to save. Perhaps save is not the term, but recruit. So I guess you could say this is sort of a recruitment drive into the freedom of Krera, whatever she is, as she may be right now. It might be difficult for Miss Gunlog and Dr. Bosk to sort of wrap your heads around. But I believe
I can cut you short right now that they are currently, at least now, not interested.
he acknowledges what you said, but they are looking at Gunlog and Bosk.
Do we hear this conversation?
Oh yeah, you're in
I
a
think
circle.
we're there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a
Oh,
circle.
okay.
What do you know about us?
Well, you did do a lot of murders and destruction. I can tell you exactly. Well, I can't tell you exactly when and where, but you haven't been quiet per se for the past, as you say, 250 years. Those years of which I have not been alive, and my sister here has scarcely existed. But we found out through the grapevine that you were under some kind of thrall, and we discovered the whereabouts in which you were homed, and thought it would be fortunate for us to be able to get you there. And luckily for us, we had help. And then he looks towards Ghost, who is sitting a bit far away, but I think depending on how keenly Ghost is paying
She's
attention,
watching.
he might be able to listen in, or at least take in like the body language that people are
Ghost
sharing
is
stuff.
watching and listening because he wants to see how Mume talks to someone similar.
Okay.
Right. So you knew. How much did you know about us?
Enough to be scared, but fear can also be hope. And that's what we were banking on.
Right. So things as they are, I don't think we know very much about us. So any information that you can give us on what we are, what's been done to us would be good. Like, how did you know that we were enthralled?
We
for
don't
example?
know how you were enthralled, but we found out that there was talk through the grapevine, through our friends and friends of friends, the general network. We go around a lot, and
Right, so
we speak to
rumors
people
then.
like Old Man Jaka. Rumors. I was hoping it was less rumors, so maybe it was on me to just be a little too hopeful, but that hope went the right way. Honestly, if it were to have gone south, we wouldn't be alive to have this conversation anyway. So, big gains don't come from little plans. She cringes at herself. She's like, "Oh, that was a bad. What was that?
So, what are you expecting from us? What's the return on your investment in freeing us?
Freedom. My papa had once been free, but now he's in hiding. We know where he is. Or we know where his secret lies. We
And
know
he
where.
has some kind of plan that involves us.
Oh no. You see the brother sort of speak up. Well, the problem with our papa is he likes to tell the stories of his past, which my sister here absorbs like a sponge and thinks that it's her solemn duty to go forth and continue the trajectory. However, we're no one. He refuses to be a part of any resistance anymore. He says he's old and he's tired and he has a family now and it's dangerous and he has to protect mother and dad. But I'm sure
Right.
if
So
we
he doesn't have a plan. Do you have a plan?
I wouldn't call it a plan per se. I have an idea of what we should do. You've already managed to befriend Old Man Jaka and his little wandering caravan tribe. We could perhaps do the same thing.
I turn
Everywhere?
to wherever they are and be like, I don't know if befriend is the right word.
You turn
This
around
is the first
and
time
we just met him.
This is the first time I met him. I
Well-
didn't know his name until you mentioned it.
as soon as you turn around to their direction, suddenly you see them just become a little bit more busy.
Yes.
Like, this soup is delicious. Wow.
I was washing
this
this
was
bowl
whistling.
this whole time.
Wow, my hands are so pruny. I've been watching this bowl for half an hour.
This glass is so shiny.
I've have been staring at this
Ouch!
for an
Damn
hour.
spot. They heard their name, and they look towards you after pretending to be busy a bit and nod their head in your direction. Well, yes, that's Omen Jaka. That lady over there, the big one, with the coat and everything. You can't really see her. She's Anyanka, and you've met Minu.
Mhm.
But it seems that the rest of you who have met them before have made quite a splash.
So I look at like Valerius and Ghost.
Valerius
You guys met them before, right?
looks up, nods. We have. I wouldn't say we're allies, we're more just temporary trading partners.
Not surprised you made a splash though, because you don't shut up and he doesn't speak, and I look at Ghost.
Old Man Jaka. Ghost calls out. Old Man Jaka.
Jaka turns
Is
around.
Is the enemy responding?
Well, if you're asking about now, I'm going to say no. However, did you do anything to provoke them?
Ghost will indicate Bosk and Gunlock.
Right. These fine young ladies are very dangerous, or were very dangerous. And then he toddles off close to the gang now, seemingly having been granted permission to join. It's a pleasure meeting both of you. I'm Old Man Jaka. You can call me Old Man Jaka. I take care of the Snowshift Caravans troop, which their whereabouts are currently a secret. Thanks to Minu not bringing all of you. You have to understand that I'm just trying to keep my people safe. I know of you. And we were worried about Mino because she went in your direction before we found out that you have come to reap.
You were right to be worried.
He nods. I am right to assume that you have gone the way of Mr. Valerius here, who has woken up, for want of a better phrase.
Speaking of having woken up, I turn back to the siblings. Do you happen to know if waking up is a permanent thing, or are we in danger of being re-enthralled?
Valerius at this point kind of like lowers his tablet because he hadn't thought about this question and glad the good doctors brought it up and is now listening at rapt attention.
You see Old Man Jaka raise an eyebrow. And then he regards the three of you one by one.
Like, I appreciate being given the freedom to walk around, and I understand that being as short-handed as we are, you couldn't really afford to have us tied up or anything like that.
I would love to answer your question. However, he stands there and looks at the three of you. I'm not exactly the magical mechanical type myself.
Yes. I was asking the siblings more than Old Man Jaka, because
The
weird
siblings.
question to ask him.
Yeah, he's just like, why you ask me? The siblings now turn in your direction and go. Well, the brother goes. All we had to do was take apart the runes that were holding, well, supposedly all three of you, but just Valerius. I don't remember exactly what they look like. I'm not exactly trained to read them. I was trained to dispel them. I don't personally think that it would come back, considering logically they wouldn't tie you up if you could be controlled that easily. And he's sort of like, you see his eyebrows furrow, and he's now deeply thinking, like, that's logical, right?
I don't know if logic really applies, considering that we've apparently been locked in that state for hundreds of years, which is impossible, right?
Has anything changed? How? Okay, we rescued, she puts in inverted commas, she does money ears. We rescued Valerius, you know what, 9-ish, maybe 10, I'm not sure, days ago.
Valerius pulls out his tablet. It's been 9.5 days.
9.5 days. Valerius, have you had any episodes? And the two of you, when...
Have I had any episodes? Is the visions count as episodes, DM?
Whose
No.
eyes will shift to Gunlock and back again?
Good luck was going through some stuff
Good luck
yesterday.
says nothing.
Good luck says nothing. She would not, like, catch this. So nobody's had any sort of episodes. I say episodes, but really I don't.
Wait, hold up. Before we answer your question, what do you define as episodes?
That's what I was getting at. Like, it's. I thought maybe you would think of the matriarch in like a good way. Maybe you wanted to go find a safe house, or perhaps you wanted to turn on your friends, maybe kill us. You know,
Well,
the usual crazy things.
I can't say much for my
Talking and
companions,
see how it go.
but yeah, I have no regard for the matriarch at the moment besides unbridled fury, but that's about it.
That fury doesn't extend to us, does it?
It does not, but I cannot say the same for other survivors. You all have treated me well, you all have rescued me from our cell, and the least I can do is be hospitable to you all. At least for now.
Valerius, are you having episodes or not?
No.
There.
And forgive me, because we just got here, we didn't know how long you've been unenthralled, and I don't want to dredge up any bad memories, but
Here we
how
go.
when did you realize you were yourself?
It's been, what, 3 days? 4 days?
She nods. You have friends around you, and if you decide to turn, and I doubt that you would turn on the same day, if at all. You can tell that this girl has a lot of faith. If she was a follower of any gods, she would be a cleric or a paladin by now, but does not have power, so too bad.
Rough.
Who has a passive perception of higher than 22?
That would be
27.
Perception. No.
So,
No perception.
Me and
Valerius?
Valeria.
Sitting at 27.
For me and
Make me a perception check.
I have not purged. Oh well, let's see how this goes.
I
Oh,
never-
Ooh,
What
big!
could possibly go wrong?
I
Big
never
number.
purge.
I shall not purge.
Where's perception again?
Oh,
Shit.
God damn it.
It's
I
in
haven't-
See
P.
a few
haven't-
20s there?
Shit.
Oh
Purge the guy
man.
like Morgana.
I haven't played for a very long time.
Okay.
Oh, 22? Pretty decent.
Valerius, you observe Van, and as she is starting to be scrutinized by everyone, and as she starts thinking of ways in which how a person would turn or what an episode would entail, you see her fiddling with something on her chest. It looks like a pink gem wrapped ornately, and it's very small and delicate. She seems to be fiddling with it.
GM.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That she did said that she only dispel magic. Like there was like a few few passing sentence before. She only dispel magic that is put on Valerius
I think
back
that was
then.
Bureau.
Bureau.
Was it Bureau? Or
Yeah. So Bureau
but
was the one that went around.
They only like dispel the magic.
Yeah, so as
on-
far as they know, and if you ask Valerius, no. If you ask Ghost, he might be able to recollect, but you have to ask them directly what they mean.
But yeah, but when they said dispel, then Mume is like, have a moment and try to think for a second that during the fight that awakened both Doctor and Gunlao,
Mhm.
there is no such thing as breaking any spells.
We had no
on-
runes or things
Yeah.
like
Yeah, so
that homie was describing.
yep. So I was like, boy, you there? You said you did some dispelling on Valerius or something?
Correct. He had manacles on him, so he
Was it
Right, so-
the-
what it looks like is some kind of facility where all of you were housed. It felt more like a prison, and when we got there for Valerius, he was manacled on his wrists, on his feet, and on his neck. So we had to
Valerius-
untangle all of these things and make sure he didn't die in the process or didn't wake up
While
on
this
the
is
wrong side of the
happening,
bed.
while the explanation is being given out, Valerius pulls out a small crystal with a metal circular base on it, sets it on the ground, and just plays everything that Van and Biro is describing
Please.
using
Ever
minor
how?
illusion.
Oh, minor illusion. I will allow this since you saw. I mean, you escaped from that hell.
Yeah.
And you did check the other rooms for their belongings,
For
which you
gear,
found. Yeah. Yeah. So all of you see the images. So it's a great PowerPoint. 10 out of 10.
All right. Do you think those sigil marking runes, whatever, were the one that is just keeping him locked, or is the one that is refueling his thrallness?
In unison, you see both siblings shrug.
Right. None of you guys are magical arcane in study.
Oh,
Got it.
I would take offense to that, but you're absolutely right. We have no training per se. We're just a bunch of kids who want to have a future.
Change the world.
I guess that's one way
Right.
to put it.
So are you or are you not like a part of some faction? Are you working alone?
She shakes her head. We'd like to think we worked together with everyone else, but we're not part of any faction like he is. She points to Mume.
I figured that much.
Oh, to be honest, we don't know any of the names or functions of the faction. Papa used to say the phrase often, fire, fire, burning bright. We thought it was something to let us go to sleep at night.
To be
I am-
fair, you seem to have already done pretty well for not being affiliated.
I guess it's amazing what strength of will can do. She looks very unsure as she says that. You don't have to make an insight check to see both siblings and realize they have no fucking idea what they're doing. And they're amazed that they're still alive.
I do want to add that you both were extremely lucky. You didn't use this somewhere else to some other faction.
She
Just
nods.
saying.
Just to answer Valerius really quick, you cannot make an Arcana check because you managed to glimpse the gem, but it is otherwise pretty well hidden. So you're gonna have to ask her directly.
Okay, if that's the case, then I rephrase the question that can I tell from a glance whether the gem is innately magical or not?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna have to turn on that detect magic.
Okay, all good.
Yeah, so she stutters for a bit and then the brother takes over. We honestly didn't expect to be coming this far in this particular journey of ours. And to be honest, we have no idea where we're going from here. And then Jaka speaks up. Well, if I may, you have all been doing good things, and I trust that all of you will not go into some kind of relapse and start another murder spree. I may or may not have some information about some other locations that might behoove you to go visit, perhaps.
I was going to ask, but before that, are there any other thralls you know of?
He shakes his head.
Alright, locations.
I will Go mark on a map. And then he toddles off to find a piece of paper and a map, and he starts scribbling.
We have a map, right?
Yeah, Valerius like pulls out the
We
maps
have
we
a
have.
map.
We have
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we have like 3 physical maps and a digital map. Which one do you want?
He goes.
Give him a physical one.
He
'cause we
takes
marked
he
that
takes
one.
a physical one, but he still toddles off somewhere.
What,
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. Then
That,
at
that
least he
is
has the map.
fine. That is fine. Yeah.
Oh wait, I give him the map that has the basic information and no other info on like other tribes or whatnot.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll a d3 to see which one he grabbed
Okay.
because you didn't specify. Ha 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 ha.
Grab the digital one, please.
Well, it was the physical one because if you counted in the thing, it would be 4. But okay, yeah.
Okay.
D3.
Give me which one is which?
Uh,
1 is what? 2 is what? 3 is what?
Yeah. Describe our maps. 'cause
The
I
first
don't know what our
one-
maps are like.
The first one is the most detailed one that has information from everyone we've come across so far, such as the traders we saved from the pitfall, some of the elements of people from the town that we encountered with Gun and Ben, and then as well as Trader Jaka and his group. The second one is Valerius's map that basically has his information written down, and then the last one is the blankest one where just the basic information. Oh, this is Kreia. This is where what's it called? Bro used to be. This is where that. It's like the time. It's the map from like before everything went to shit.
So he took the third
like
one?
The past map.
Yes.
The past map, the before time.
250 years ago.
Yeah.
He looks at his like, wait, what the heck
This
is
is
all
not
this?
the map I know.
Like, what the fuck is this? Okay, interesting. So he has the map with him, and he's gone off to do some righty and thinky.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, I guess we can. I don't know. Just check our gear, mingle with the locals.
Well, I do have question for the two of you, at least.
We're
You
here
tried-
to help in any capacity that we can.
No. You bring out the word, so you were supposed to ask me to help you with something. In
Oh,
return the favor, and then you have to give me something, and vice versa. But yes, so do you have any plans? I know you don't have plans, but besides bringing out the name, the code word, do you even have idea after speaking the word what were you going to do besides just standing there?
He was
Honestly?
like, no, I didn't even know it was a code word.
honestly, when Van said the words, we didn't think there was a whole protocol behind it, to be honest. So what was it? We asked you for a favor, and we owe you. How does it? He's very confused.
Usually that word is bring up because they want to meet the leader of someone, and then to discuss something, either plans, whatever it may be, and then obviously it won't be a one-side deal. Something has to be paid, either good, whatever it can be paid.
So-
It's like a trade offer.
So you are the leader of something.
That's why I accept it. Usually it's not that easy because if you give it to someone, they would have to password and the leader might not accept to see you. And since I'm out here, I have nowhere to go. So
Well,
yes.
we're new to this, so how do we join your gang?
I want to say it's better off not.
You see Van's face sort of drop a little bit, like sad.
How do
You-
we join your gang? Oh no.
They defleet
The
immediately.
revolutionary army that probably needs any person they could possibly get is like, not sure if you guys are good or not.
You,
No, it's like the
I'm
one that Mume wanted to recruit that says no, and then the one that asked to join.
It's like,
yeah, yeah.
Come on.
You have
I-
to.
wait,
You
how
have to
old are
understand.
the two of you?
Yes. By the looks of it, I know the dwarf at least is older. The sister.
yeah, I am definitely older, but Biro has matured by leaps and bounds since he's, just a human, and I've got my father's genes.
Mhm.
Um,
Hmm.
And don't they
uh,
look good on you as well?
well, it doesn't help. Our maturity doesn't really catch up that fast, to be honest. I'm still technically childlike ish. She seems to have stunlocked herself.
Yes.
Right.
All right.
So to give you a proper answer, no, because you are still very bright-eyed, both of you. You are very lucky, and luckily enough that you guys survived, as you said. But
If
as
it
far as
helps,
it goes,
I am 19 years old and I have done things. He seems very sure of himself. Doesn't know shit.
yes,
Good luck. I am 19 years old and I've also done things. And I can tell you, you
yes,
probably don't want to join the fucking revolutionaries.
yes.
Well, to be honest,
I
Miss Gunlock, I don't like living here. I don't want to live here. I've heard of places far out beyond the coast. I don't know if it exists. All my life, this is what I've known. But Papa has said some things that he remembers from childhood, vaguely.
Question. Do any of you know other resistances?
Both siblings look to Mume.
am,
He can't be the first
yeah.
one you've interacted with.
By the looks
Well,
of it, yes.
here's the thing about resistance fighters. They're not actually very open to telling you they're resistance fighters.
That's why I said
Funny
they are
that.
lucky.
So
Have you
maybe
seen anyone that had markings like he starts sketching out the Riker symbol in the ground, in the snow?
she shakes her head. I mean, Papa has told us that he had heard of the Wikers once upon a time, but it's been disbanded. I think we're going to have a chat with him if he wanted to speak with us. But no, for thinking about it clearly, I've not really seen anyone with any sort of markings or tattoos outrightly without getting them naked. Ghost, you remember very well how well hidden the markings were on the dead guy.
Yeah, he had some like glamour hiding it that only
Mm-hmm.
disappeared after he died.
He has
Now Ghost is
illusion.
trying for a lucky shot to see if like the if if the dad of these two people had people coming
Oh,
in
yeah, yeah.
kind of thing.
Fair, fair.
No, they're like thinking really hard.
Okay, so the two of you clearly don't have a plan. Mume, you asked us to join you before. Do you have some kind of plan?
Well, my
Do you
group
have
is
facilities? Do
my
you
group
have
is okay. First started
Resources?
my group is small. It was broken, so recuperating.
decentralized?
Yes. So right now there is no base, no
Okay,
supplies, and only a small few of us.
okay, that's fine.
How comforting.
So, no plan from either of you then. What I had wanted to do was to see what's been done to the three of us, and I gesture to Gunlog and Valerius and myself. And then I describe the sort of number one, is there a place nearby where I can run some rudimentary tests with the equipment that I have with me?
Sorry, our character. Do we have the information about the other place yet? The Everglade.
We know where it is, but we
Yeah, you
don't
know
really
where it
know
is,
what
yeah.
it is.
Okay, so I think is it okay for Ghost to bring this up?
Yeah, if you
Okay.
wanted.
Okay, Ghost will just mention. Any of you heard of a place called Everglades Medical Research?
They both look confused.
I believe I heard it from Valerius.
Yes. That was when we were together and we had the thing.
Yeah, I got enough
Everglades.
information to know what Everglade by proxy is, but that's all.
Okay, so you heard it.
Ghost looks around at all the other people, seeing if anything registers.
Mino was with you, so you know that she has never heard of it before.
Hmm.
Old Man Jaka is currently away.
Yeah. We'll ask him later. But I
Mm.
think for me, I would point to the rough location on the map and tell him if he knows anything near, like around there, rather than give him the random name, because he might not know the name.
Yeah.
But he might know that, like, oh, nearby there's this, there's that,
Correct.
Okay,
strange
then,
building,
There-
that kind of
there-
thing.
Yeah, Mume will bring up
Never mind. Ghost. Sorry, boss. You were saying like number one is there a place nearby and continue?
Yes, like a safe place where
uh,
we can unpack our stuff and be there for a couple of days.
Mume will say that for Ghost statement for the Everglade, and to bring it up, there is a name
I just
that
want to interject real quick that I'm
Yes?
experiencing technical difficulties. I'll be back in 5.
Okay.
okay.
Continue, Kang.
All right. In tandem, when we found that name Everglade, there was also another name showed up called Bloomington, and I am keen to believe both of them are medical facilities that are both doing research of some sort. So
Let me
it might
roll
not. Yeah.
for Bloomington.
Yeah.
Nope. They
Do I need to
rolled
roll for-
low.
Wait, do I need to roll or
No.
No,
This
no.
is
It's
for
the
them.
other people.
Oh,
Yeah.
for the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't know either. All right, that's fine.
Research as in currently functional.
Yes.
Well-
So it is under enemy supervision.
Well, according to the information that we do have, the Bloomington facility was closed because of some manner of infestation or outbreak.
I have some people to
Right.
help me look out for that information.
Right. Tell them to be careful. It's likely dangerous.
They will. But I
And
will say
probably related to what you all dealt with at Githard.
May I ask what happened at Githard?
You're sure you want to know?
It's
No,
probably not
but
something they're new. They're not used to. We'll fill you in a bit, or actually, we'll fill you in now, but through fast forward.
TLDR.
Yes.
This happened, and they were like, "Oh." So you're saying that there was black things coming out of their orifices, and they were sort of
Yes.
struggling
I
around
do have
like
a couple of
undead.
samples actually.
She takes a step back and she's like, I will let people who are far smarter than I am deal with that.
It is not a
Yes.
great sight. It was a terrible sight, but yes.
If I had the correct equipment and enough time, I would be able to find out more about it. But things as they are, I can't do it on the go.
Yeah, and it's very resistant to being cleansed as well once it enters the body.
So, for that sake, I am not even sure that Everglade it is a safe place for you to do the research as well, but it is a facility.
Yes, if anything, we'll be borrowing some equipment from them.
Yeah,
Um,
do
what
better than
I'm
what we
asking,
currently got.
what I'm asking for is if you have any kind of secure location nearby that is safe for us to be in for a while.
Kang, you would know that safe locations to you would just be things like caves and stuff because of the reasons that you already know. There's
All right. Yeah. So answer is no.
Okay, so we'll be relying on whatever we can find then.
Yes.
Okay, so um,
You asked about resources. Maybe these folk can help you get some.
those with a passive perception of higher than 20 can see that's when Mino sits up a little bit straighter.
Mm.
He looks to
mm,
Minu and then looks to Bosk and Gunlock. What resources? Might as well ask.
well, in terms of gear, I had what was her name? Brandy. She mentioned that she could make something for me to use out in the field. But
Correct.
that aside, I hadn't really thought of anything. Oh no, who fell off? Oh,
Think
it was Joe.
Valeria.
Joe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is Valeria.
It's not
Well,
really a resource, but at some point I would really, really like to collect some good paper and inks.
roll me a D100.
D100. I cannot. Can someone roll for me?
Oh right.
Help!
You want to
Okay,
roll
okay.
high.
I help. 85.
85
Let's go.
is okay-ish.
That's pretty high.
Can you
That's as good as I dare ask for.
Bureau speaks up. Can you explain what kind of parchments and inks? And he starts
I just want to
unfolding on the
rebind
ground.
book.
He starts unfolding on the ground a portable hole, and you watch him jump in, and from inside you hear, "Just any paper."
Yeah, so I mean, the better quality, the better. But just I really want to somewhere between rebind and remake a book.
He pulls out. Well, he doesn't leave the portable hole as of yet. You just see a hand stick out, and you see maybe like a box full of chalk, black and white, and you see some twine. You see like really patchy pieces of leather that hadn't been dried well, and you see a stack of maybe 20 pages worth of very roughly made paper. There's nothing else we have in here that we managed to bargain with the tradespeople that we saved from falling into that hole. He seems to be shouting out of the hole.
I will reach out and try to get him out. Get her out of it.
He graciously accepts. He's a little guy. He's a short king. Yeah, short king. Thank you. You're welcome. We have other stuff in there. You could probably pop in and check it out. Most of it were from traders that we've come across and helped, and that's essentially how we build ties with them. And that's essentially what we wanted to do for you, was to start reintroducing you in a better light compared to the plundering and pillaging that you've done. And then he starts explaining 2 or 3 examples back in the day where you would just go and like destroy villages and settlements and leave nothing.
Good luck looks pale.
It's
Of
like,
course.
okay, sounds about right.
You have to remember that this is not you per se. It's what the matriarch wanted of you.
This
So-
is Jaka talking, right?
No. Jaka
No,
is
it's
elsewhere.
Oh,
Biro.
Yeah.
Biro.
Jaka's still doing
Okay.
map work.
Ghost will speak at this point. What is the news going around now? Because we need a different story.
Well, what do you mean? I haven't met anyone beyond the people that you've met with us. We haven't really come across anyone else who has any other news.
You have this grapevine. Can you
You've-
use it?
You've met that grapevine. It's everybody we meet along the way.
Alright. So when you meet others, can you pass a story along?
He looks at you. He's like,
We're gonna be traveling together, right?
that face of like, we're coming with you.
You're not sending us away to do stuff, right?
We might
Yeah.
split up at some point, hard to say.
I would like to follow, and I don't want this to be a negotiation.
I'm not saying no, but if we ever get attacked and things have to split, the more the story goes round, the better.
We will find you.
Ghost looks up at that. Are you good at finding people?
She shrugs.
Well, they found
No,
us.
really, how do you find us?
With a little bit of skill, a little bit of luck. We managed to hunt
You have
down
someone-
that guy. What's his name? Snoopy?
Snoopy? I don't
Uh,
know Snoopy.
Yeah, you don't know Snoopy.
Never heard that name before in my life.
One of those
It was an odd one.
do-gooder. Does things for his family, his village, but really doesn't do anything much else aside from trying to survive.
Hmm.
Understandably. But if we can find him, I'm sure we can find people who have seen you. And if we do get lost, I'm sure there's a way. But
Did you have someone you needed found first?
us? You. We were looking for you.
No, I know that.
No. She's asking
What?
Ghost.
Oh, Ghost.
Yes.
Attention moves straight to Ghost in a sort of like curious, questioning, intent on helping, but unsure how and unsure because there's so many questions.
We are planning to go to the old place that was brought. I think you call it the old tunnels now.
She nods. Actually, both of them nod. You've been saying the word brawl over and over again. We haven't used that word for many. In fact, I'm pretty sure that they stopped using that word since before she was born.
Well, for us, it was like a week ago, okay?
Understandable. Please, I
Remember,
mean
but-
no disrespect.
But yes, do you know anyone from the old tunnels then?
I have
Or can
heard.
find one?
I've heard that still enclaves of people in the Ulcid tunnels, but but we're going. They're kind of very, very secretive. They don't even consider outsiders. They trade amongst themselves. They seem to have something good happening for them, so we're going to have to go and speak with them.
They do not trade with outsiders at all.
I mean, they're not going to reject outsiders unless we're particularly threatening. And then he says that, and then he remembers who he's hanging out with. And
We
you can
are
see him,
particularly threatening.
he
About
closes his
that.
eyes and he goes, well, it's fine. It's fine. I will negotiate. We will negotiate on your behalf. I'm sure that word of us has gone around as somebody who is looking for freedom. God, if I think about it, I'm pretty sure the matriarch is already looking for us.
Yes.
If
Probably.
your
I-
word is already that spread, then yes, and it's very dangerous.
You know, I was surprised that that Githard wasn't reinvestigated. When I lingered behind and you guys went ahead, I thought for sure that people would have come looking for us when we didn't. Well, I guess I don't know how we were supposed to have gone back.
Maybe the response team is slow.
Do you know how we're deployed and picked up? Normally.
Good question.
I've heard of how you arrived at a place, and those who would escape, if they deigned to escape, didn't stick around for long enough to see how you would have left. But you would be transported. I've heard that you just suddenly would appear sometimes.
Right.
So there
I'm
might
guessing.
be a pickup crew,
Well, I'd
He
imagine
shrugs.
so.
but Busk, you were there for a few days, right? So
No,
the pickup crew might
I just
not
left a
have-
bit. Wait, you mean like when we
No,
arrived
after
there?
we were. Yeah.
Well, according
You
to
were
my
there.
notes, I arrived earlier.
Exactly. So, for all we know, we were meant to stick around for a few days. Like the pickup crew might have not even really arrived yet.
I suppose that's possible.
That's time in our advantage. Then he turns to Gunlock. Gunlock, speaking of pickup, you remember the ages?
Yes.
You remember there were people in the ages that were helpful?
Oh shit! Do you want me to? Okay, there was the
And who maybe
Dragonborn.
were
but they dead.
long-lived. Long-lived.
Yeah. I know. I made friends with a Dragonborn wizard. They'd be dead. Is there any elves? I'm trying to remember if there's any, if there was any elves amongst the ones we kind of traded with and made favors with.
I mean, you sold a lot of snacks to like randos.
Yeah. But anyone we actually like had a conversation with, you know?
It's
Trying
like,
to
did you
remember.
have eye contact with a rando for 1 minute or more?
Um,
Familiar.
You spoke to an elf.
Yes, but like
Cannibal.
those, I do remember that one, but unfortunately that's not familiar to Gunlaw.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because I'm trying. I remember like having some conversations with some people that was helping me when I got lost and stuff, but I don't remember what races they were. I don't see
Give
race,
me
okay?
give me names or give me
There was a number of
descriptions.
mages. I think that was like some.
Yeah.
I
They were
mean,
usually the ones
King
I
Philly
asked
is
for
very
help because
human.
they-
Oh, Felice
Yeah.
human. Then there was one guy that teleported us to Locklear. Like the
Yes.
Angar teleported you into Lockley. Who was
yeah,
that?
before for the military base stuff.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't have spoken
Yes,
to them very
think that was the
deeply, and they would
Dragonborn,
have
though.
been masked.
Oh
Like
yeah, it was
identity
someone
concealed.
powerful.
Yeah.
It was someone powerful.
Um.
Ethis is what race?
Ethis it was a gnome.
Oh,
Gnome is
Oh.
long living.
Mm-hmm.
How
you
long
could
living
try.
are gnomes?
Not that long actually.
I mean, you could try.
Wait, how long
Okay,
How long is
gnomes
two
can
gnomes?
live 350 to almost 500 years.
There we go.
Oh, oh, I didn't realize they were so long lived.
Yeah,
They
they're
they
long
they
lived,
do
but they are
do,
not as
yes.
long lived as elf. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I would say
I can
dwarves
try
and
this.
gnomes are about the same.
Yeah. I could try this, although surely she would have gotten. I will try. Okay, I can try. Do you want me to try now?
Yes.
What do you say to someone after 250 years?
You phone who this?
Hey, you
Hey
up?
You
yo,
will
it's
have to
me.
explain your identity very clearly and your expectations.
Yeah. Trying to remember something that Gunlaug said to Ethis so she can like.
Ethis, we worked under you during the
Right.
ages.
Yeah. I can say that you sent us on our last mission,
Oh,
bitch.
She probably sent everyone on their last mission given what happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, but if I say this is Gunlaug. Okay, look, give me like 10 minutes to think about what to say to her. I only have a few words.
He gives Gunlock a little pat on the shoulder and will give her space to think.
sorry. What's the ages? Also, what's an ethis?
I give them a
Ghost
quick
looks,
brief.
Ghost
as I
looks
tried to
around
do
and
before.
sits down. Says, "Who would like story time?"
How loud do you say this?
Loud enough.
Oh no, the kids.
Now the
Romy,
kids have left. Wait,
they're
have the
around.
kids?
Not near, but he did say story time. Romeo D100.
The Ghost is being perfectly serious about this and he's deciding to just tell everything.
Yes, to anyone who would wish to know.
He's
It
going to
is
out
history time.
Valerius. He's going
Okay.
to out Valerius.
Immediately, the two who were playing, somehow the kids can pick up random shit when you say things, and they heard story time. Immediately, the little girl and the young boy start running towards you and plop themselves down. They are ready. And then Ven and
Time
Biro
for
is
a
like,
history lesson.
should they be here? I don't
Anyone
want to
who wants
say.
to join can join.
Right. They also sit down.
Mume will, because it is information. You can't give up information. I will listen.
Alright, so once upon a time, these lands as you knew it was only snowy around Iceroot College. And Ghost will start regaling the long tale about how Krera used to be like, what the weather was before this dome, how the matriarch was then a head mistress of a college, of how Bror was the capital and a bustling one, of how trade used to happen between places and how people lived in them, of how there was a tenuous balance between the various systems of which the matriarch had placed some of her children, and of, well, he may not go into so much detail about this one, but he does describe the Aegis as an organization that was working behind the scenes with some parallels to freedom fighter kind of things, but they were working behind the scenes to investigate the matriarch and her doings, and how everything looked like it was coming together until there was an interception, and he will let either Gunlog or Bosk or Valerius take over the telling of like the ritual of what happened with the matriarch and the kids, and subsequently where we are today and how things have fallen. and the intention behind this is to paint a picture of the matriarch that no one would even try to think about allying with, while also giving us a bit of a better image, as people who worked for good things in the past, even if they didn't work out.
Humanizing us.
Mm.
Yes. And humanizing the whole shitty continent that looks terrible now.
All the
Justifying us
while,
on-
because Joe is having some power outage issues, we're just gonna say that while you're telling this story, he is providing the pictures.
Okay.
One thing he does also provide is the image of your arrival hall, where most of you would remember the motif that's on the wall, the dragon, the big old silver dragon looking down upon another dead dragon. I can't remember what it was, but it was like massive. And the kids are like, whoa, wow. Even Van and Biro are like, this is impressive. But they're more interested in how Kreira used to be. They're captured by the vivid imagery that was given about Eflon Major and Minor, of just the areas that are now knee deep in snow and ice and uninhabitable insofar as farming and culture is concerned, and how everybody used to just have a great time.
Yes, by today's standards, an excellent time.
See, this is what I mean. It doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. I don't want to be here. We don't want to be here. We want to go back to that. And what's beyond that? What the matriarch is doing now is a travesty, is inhumane,
Tyranny.
is tyranny. Exactly.
It's more than that as well, but yes.
All right. Do the two of you know about the sky?
They look up. I've always seen clouds in the sky, but no, there's light. I was told once upon a time that if you look directly into the light, you'll get your eyes burned out. But
Yes. Well,
I look up often, and my eyes don't hurt. My eyes hurt
And-
more
Salt
looking
melts
down
right
on the
out of your
snow.
skull.
in the past couple of days, I suppose Mume's known this for quite a while, but he's told us something about the sky.
What do you mean?
This entire region where we know Greira is encased by the matriarch herself. Encased in whatever magical field that traps not only just us, but also the dead.
I've
I
heard that.
mean,
Sorry, pardon me, but I heard that if you had tried to go beyond whatever this shell is, you would die.
yes.
How? How? I've never been that far. Honestly, I've never been off this continent.
Good question. What's the closest anyone can go to touching it?
Um, how close is I tried before. Let's just say I survived. It was a very painful experience.
Details, please. Is it actually reachable?
Uh, I believe there is a border somewhere on land.
You remember the excruciating detail. You do have to go on the water for this, so I'm gonna ask you how Mume attempted to charter a boat or steal one in order to go that far. We'll say it's like 50 kilometers off the coast.
I believe the what the hell is the town name again?
Fawcett?
Fawcett. Fawcett. I believe Fawcett underground also have the uh water, like where they used to have trade route.
I
Or I don't think is it.
it's more
It's
it's
no.
more like a
Okay.
lake.
Oh, it's a lake. So ignore that then. Then he would have like with the small gang that was uh disguised as a merchant went to uh part of a small village and whatnot that has now have no use. Maybe it used to be a port town, can go out to fish, but uh, it is just that. And then took one out himself at the middle of the night and go as far as he can and see what's beyond that.
You
What did he
remember
see?
you remember going further and further, but the problem wasn't the charter. The problem was going towards the horizon. First, it was putting down creatures that were actively trying to sink you. And then as you got closer or further away, depending on how you look at, first there was a lot of heat, which is funny because Krera is cold. It got warm and then warmer and then hot, and then it felt like your skin was peeling slowly. Then it felt like it was on fire. And it was just a battle of attrition for you. How far can you suffer before giving up? And the souls
So
that you had in your pocket at that time, they started to expire. You didn't let them go, but they went anyway. It's as if you had no more power outside here, and it was ripping you from your bones
okay, I
until you had
believe
to turn back.
okay. I guess I will tell the group then since Ghost is telling the story as well. Uh, about the the feeling at the barrier, and I also might add that ask tell him that you remember that I have this ability to turn uh, ghostly like, spectral like.
Hmm.
The barrier is ripping that power from me, and the souls I have collected at that point was ripped out from my own without my command. That thing is trapping souls and taking or taking them somewhere. I'm not sure.
Right. So deeply weird and creepy stuff.
Do you know if
Soul
it
magic, how
functions the
fun.
same? Do you know if it functions the same way as what you do?
I'm not sure. This feels way more forceful than what I do does.
Mumi, you also remember the feeling is like being under
Burn alive?
severe pressure, but at the
Oh,
same
pressure.
time being ripped apart. It's like going into an event horizon.
Right.
May I interject, DM,
Yes.
real quick? May
Yeah.
I make a history check to see if the process that the Rikers use to transfer souls sounds remotely similar to this?
Hmm. Make me a yeah, sure.
Can someone help me roll? I cannot access roll 20.
What are we rolling?
History,
History.
History from
Valerius.
Valerius.
Do I
History.
do I get my artificer 1d4 bonus?
Yeah.
Okay, has someone help me roll a d4 as well, please? Thank you.
Let me click it from his sheet. Let me try this.
We got a 14 on the history.
D4 if you're rolling.
It's not my sheet. You have to roll. Okay,
Oh, 15.
I'm not sure.
You
Oh,
get
15
15.
flash 20.
Okay, 20. You're unsure exactly how the soul is ripped because you cannot see the physical soul. You don't know the pain that they undergo.
Hmm. Okay. I guess I'm having a one-on-one with Mume later. But yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
So I would explain that the souls that I take is half left, and I just take it, and I don't wrench it from their living body as terrible like this. This feels like someone pulling me apart.
Mume, you say you collect these souls and they get pulled towards this barrier and they disappear.
Somewhere I can't catch it at all.
They get
So,
pulled somewhere where he can't see, I suppose.
so the barrier is taking them somehow.
Either is using them, I because it is so fast that I can't see. I'm not even sure if they have taken to feel the barrier or taken to be deposited somewhere, but they are pulled out forcefully. Yes.
Remember, we were talking about how the matriarch doesn't really need any villagers or anything to work.
Yes.
Hmm.
And we also know how these machines that we've been encountering are seemingly powered by quote unquote souls.
They doesn't seem to be working on views or whatnot from what we seen at least. Most
Wait,
of
so
them
are you telling us that souls are being used to power
what we
the
see
robot things?
the
Yes, the
combatants.
constructs.
What the fuck?
Indeed.
Yes, it's been a strange 2 days for us. I imagine that you all knew this already and we were just catching up.
And she shakes her head. Even Bureau is like shock horror face, like shock Pikachu. Um, we knew there was some kind of constructs, but we didn't know they were powered by souls. We put souls to rest. That's a
Character. Valerius never shared his projecting, did he?
I don't know, hilarious.
Not with anyone outside of the party.
Yeah. So
Yes.
although the children are harassing you, you can also tell them to piss off if you want. Like there are other
Nah.
adults available.
You know, I'll just like, okay, give me a second, kids. Come with me real quick. He walks like towards one of the huts, sets
No,
the
no.
PS4 down, and comes back.
But sorry, has Valerius actually told the party in character about the soul experiments and all that in the Rikers?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think so.
he has.
Yes, he
Okay.
has.
Okay. The
And
siblings.
then Ghost will just look at Valerius every now and then.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can see like Valerius is like not so subtly checking his data pad to make sure that the data, is correlating with what Mume is saying. After a quick, not a quick, like after like a while of talking, he locks eyes with each party member and each player party member and gives them a subtle shake of the head.
Mm.
Right. So you say that you lay souls to rest. How do you know that that's what you're doing?
We don't.
Ghost cringes at this because it's like a terrible thing to say.
We we can't see souls. We
Well,
do
apparently some of us
burials.
can. And then I
Looks
I
at
gesture
Mume.
to Mume.
Like this like shocked face does extend to looking at Mume. Like how you can see ghosts. That kind of face, like what?
Oh, okay.
Um,
So do not get creeped out. But yes, I can, and I also can be one for temporary sake.
Ghost, Okay, if Momei starts doing the eyes thing to people, he will punch
No, no,
Momei.
I'm not doing the eyes. No, I'm not showing them that I can see those. No,
Thank you.
Okay.
He has to
No.
beat good luck to it first.
no,
It's like, good
no.
lord. Um.
But out of character, Momei, you did capture the soul of the
The
I-
father.
Riker guy
I-
that died. No,
Yes,
not the
Yep.
father.
The
The-
Riker guy have, but
Yeah.
the
Adam.
problem is the Riker guy is still on the after death sleep
Ah.
mode.
Yeah,
so
okay.
he's not responding.
he needs to
Okay, but
recharge.
when
Yes,
when
yes.
he does like become able to respond, that's a critical information source.
Yes.
Yeah, because I do also need to question him because
Mm.
he is one of the members of.
Yeah,
was,
but
at
they
least.
they still have technically free will. It's like speak with dead a little bit.
Mm.
Okay.
But you don't. What Mume gets are feelings, not
Yes,
words.
very very limited. And if I
Okay.
want them to answer what speak with that, I do need to spend their soul and wish they will be ripped apart
Yeah,
again.
and then
So-
they'll be yoinked back into
yeah,
the
so
ether.
I'm not going to do that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Christ, that sounds brutal.
Because he's like, because Mume wants to save every soul, although he knows he
Okay.
cannot because
As
he
an
has a
action, you
limited
can
number.
destroy one of your soul trinkets. When you do so, you can ask the spirit associated question one question.
Yep,
Exactly.
Just
Yes.
one.
What?
Yes,
The
one
spirit
question.
appears to you and answers in the language he knew in life is under no obligation to be true. Okay, it's not just a feeling; it's an actual
No.
answer. but
He
you
he
know.
gets to
No,
ask
he can
them
get
for feelings
feelings
without
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 destroying
using it,
the
yeah.
thingy. Yeah,
So
Yeah, but
that's
I
that's
can
like a
choose to,
DM
yeah.
gift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just imagine the soul comes out. He just looks at he just looks, ponders the question, and goes, and just disappears.
He gets yanked.
I'm gonna say that for
spaghetti
real though,
fied.
Mume may have had that experience maybe more than a few times. It's just like, okay, tell me about this. I don't fucking know. Disappears.
Yep,
Yes.
like he has been doing this for 20 plus years, so
Okay.
Gunlag will just kind of like slightly elbow Ghost a little bit and just say, if I can contact Ethis and that might help us with some direction. If there's
I
anything
think
to
any
contact.
friends at this point is good. Any potential
Yeah.
friends, give it a try.
Okay. She'll grab her book and concentrate and try to send a sending to Ethis if she is still alive. So
Okay.
she'll say, "It's Gunlaug. I once confessed I was unsure of my place within Aegis. No longer under her control. If you are alive, can we meet?"
You shoot your spell out into the ether, targeting Ethis. You know the spell worked,
Shit.
but it doesn't reach your target.
Ah.
You receive no reply.
No one's home.
So like on your phone, you got one gray check mark.
Not even a check mark. Like, the spell worked. You definitely spent that spell slot. It just
There's
like
no one on the other
yeah,
end.
Yeah. Like, you
One
know
green.
that it didn't hit.
so
Okay.
either she is dead or someone intercepts her message.
She's either on another plane of existence or she's dead.
No, if I would say that if she was on another plane of existence, I would have asked you to roll.
Okay.
Okay, that means like she may have protected herself from being mentally talked to or something.
Good.
Maybe. Or, you
That might
know,
be a
she's
thing.
just dead.
She's inside
no.
Tiny Hut.
No, I think. Okay, DM, can you confirm that the spell would fail if the person is dead?
The spell will not fail. You'll still use the spell slot.
Oh, I
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
see.
why I said either the person is dead or the spell has been yoinked or intercepted somehow.
DM, I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
So hello. This is
Wait, what the
What?
hell? What did I just hear? What the
What-
fuck was
It's
that?
Ben. Ben.
Oh,
My background.
sorry.
It's so low.
I would like to ask a question regarding the the lattice shield that Valerius saw around the world at the moment.
Yeah.
Does he think, using his
Colors.
artificer's knowledge, that a spell could punch through it potentially?
You can try.
Okay,
Level 9 dispel magic.
Someone. I mean, no, I'm not. Not referring to what. I'm asking whether
I
he's
can
knowledge.
literally try.
Go
I think
for
you-
it.
I think you need to be within.
Yeah.
correct
We have
amount
to
of
be
feet.
there.
Yeah.
Fly you all
fly
the
up.
way up. Yeah, I just bring you on my carpet. Let's fucking go.
No,
I
you might
remind
have
you.
done.
I remind you what happened to Bume when he tried
Yes.
to
Yeah.
reach
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
that.
there is a
So
lot of
Yeah.
burning.
So-
heat.
And
Y-
it was
y-
50 kilometers out to shore, so if we translate 50 kilometers into vertical height, it's quite a long fall.
Yes, so I'd rather do it by both
Hmm.
if we had to do it at all, rather than, being knocked unconscious and falling
I-
to the ground and dying.
Actually, if Mume revealed that part, can we ask what kind of things attacked him to try and sink the boat? That's useful information.
oh, Bume, you would remember like just overgrown fish, squid, shark. You're not sure anymore. They were trying
I
to
Were they
tip
like
tip you over.
animals?
Yeah.
Wildlife.
Yeah.
Did they look
fish.
like normal animals or?
When you're fighting, a lot of them, I don't think you're gonna pay attention to what they look like.
Also, it is.
Okay, fine. Did they have
nighttime.
red eyes? Weird, like the parts that are attacking you. Kind of.
Mume, why don't you roll me a history check at disadvantage?
All right. And I might add, it is also evening or midnight when I went out. So
Who knows?
Anything helps.
That is true.
give me a moment. Oh, do I need to add my master's aid for this?
Is it relevant?
It is not relevant because he might not be even. Oh, actually, he was with me because this is after his death. Okay, so he probably is around. So I'm just gonna just normal modifier then. Ooh, natural 20. But I have to roll
Disadvantage.
for disadvantage. So wait a minute. That's a waste.
Again.
Yeah, that's a waste.
Right?
Again?
Wow.
Oh,
Wait, what happened?
I was
Perfect
hoping
roll.
for
Yeah,
another
reliable
natural
I will
20.
check balance. Reliable
Still
talent
reliable.
save me. Yeah, reliable talent save me.
I was hoping for another natural 20, but even that wouldn't be enough. No. It was painful. All you were thinking of is you hope that while you're fighting whatever this thing is, and as you're going through the pain, and as you felt the souls disappear, the soul of your master wasn't one of them.
Okay. So
It was-
I'll
it
tell
was-
them.
Do or die. You didn't
Right.
have time to think of anything else.
So there's large fish, squids, I think. Octopus, I have no idea. Tendrils. No names I can give or
Oh,
visual.
Very wildlife.
oh,
Oh, Mike's had
Uh,
an epiphany.
yes. Gunlock, remember the Lamia in the bar, the information broker,
No.
Ooh.
Sunshine or something.
Sunshine. Yeah.
Sunshine.
She
That's a good
Also bring that
idea.
name up.
would be awake. I mean, she
Huh.
technically would still be alive.
She could be alive.
Yeah.
She could be alive.
I forgot her
Okay,
name.
okay.
Does Lamia live a long time as well?
I have no.
We don't know.
Presumably.
Yes.
But like monsters
Yes, they
have a
should, they
better
should.
lifespan.
Yeah,
yeah,
than
they
humans.
Yeah,
should,
she was the one with Tim mentioned as her husband.
Yay.
That's why I remember her.
Oh, fuck.
Dimension. Mintention.
Intention. What did we tell Lamia?
I will give you
I mean-
10 minutes to think again.
Hey guys, we only talked to this lady once. You can You were there as well. You can
It was
talk.
quite a good long talk. Okay, ghosts. Can I just say, to make it simple, ghosts will give Gunlock like cues that the underground would use to communicate with each other. So So to identify we're coming from the underground and like weird places.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll use a
Dahlia
key phrase
Sunshine.
that hasn't been used for 250 years to ask this lady if we
The
can meet
old
and exchange
lingo.
information.
Oh my god.
Huh?
All
Look,
right, all right.
no. Think about it this way. Biru and Van, their papa was saying like fire, fire burning bright, and they're how old now? So it's like
Yeah, no,
some
that's
past
fine.
wisdom.
So just do the passcode, like the
Yeah.
fucking owl hoots in the night. Um, Tell her
That's
or ask if she's willing to trade information. We've got some really, really juicy things if she's interested.
Mm.
it's an
Yes.
old code, but it checks out.
Yeah.
Dahlia Sunshine, I think that's what she was.
Yeah.
Ad-
Dahlia?
Or maybe she was a
Adila, I think.
Naga.
Dilla.
Dilla Sunshine.
Dahlia Sunshine. Okay.
Sunshine.
Right.
Okay,
So
okay,
I
go.
think she was a Naga
Ah.
because she has a snake stuff, but
Yes.
has
Yeah, something.
same-
We'll give it a try anyhow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a Naga.
Yeah, I don't know Naga anatomy or how long they live, so we
Okay.
might as well try.
I'm gonna say
They
she's
turn
long
into
lived.
like ghosts and live forever.
She's she's definitely in the information brokers for a reason. Maybe she lives a long time. I don't know.
Exactly. All right.
Let's hope she's not a Yuanti then.
Yeah,
So
I
we'll
mean,
do good old sending to her. Say, hi, Dilla.
insert ghost
Password. It's been a while. I'd like to broker some information. I've got some info that might be really interesting to you. I'm hoping you'll have some for me.
And please, where can we meet you if interested?
I don't have any more words.
Don't
I
have
can
any
do
more
another
words.
one afterwards.
Hmm.
I just need to capture her interest enough that if she's alive, she might answer, and then we can
That's it.
take it from there.
You feel the same thing again.
Oh,
Hmm.
just keeps getting my hopes up and then crushing them, and
Okay, so you tell everyone that like, oh, it didn't work, right?
well, the spell works, but it's just not reaching
Have you
anyone.
tried?
It's like
Have
there's
you
no
tried?
other end.
Has
But
it worked
it worked
correctly
with
before?
Renu, didn't it? It worked
One-
with
one by
Renu.
one.
Did it work with Minu?
Okay. Oh well, we'll think
But
of more.
also, like, if these
Let's go.
people are smart, they've left the fucking continent before the dome even went up, and they might just be out there. Remember, Aegis was actually not on Clara. Like the headquarters were not here; they were somewhere else.
Ghost
Mhm.
thinks about this and then wait. He tries to think really hard.
Because Aegis wasn't with us at the time. She might be dead. Look, it's been 250 years, but also
No. I
she
was
could have been
thinking
at the
there
headquarters.
was a teleportation circle that would bring us to their headquarters, and there was a sequence for it.
Yes, but I can't teleport us with that. And I
Uh,
can't teleport us with my other one either, the normal one. It's
well,
like
it's
I don't have the knowledge anymore.
something to think
But
about.
I've got the spell, I just can't latch onto Aegis as a home, I
Yeah,
suppose.
we are not doing a blind teleport to the Aegis HQ. That would be terrible.
Oh, just imagine we end
No,
up
but I
in
mean,
like
I-
the plane
I
of
can-
Asmodeus or some shit like that because the teleportation failed.
I can tell that my kind of anchor point isn't
Mm.
there within
Um,
me. Like it might be out there, but I don't.
Why
have a
don't
grasp.
you why don't
Probably-
you give me a religion check?
Oh, I'm very good at them. Ben, help! I'm
Religion.
so religious. I am the
No,
most
this
religious
is
of all the
for
clerics.
Ida only. For Gunlag only.
But
Yes,
I need
but I
to
have to
spend
click
anyone
more
the
else in the
button.
party. I don't think anyone
Oh,
else in the
that's not a
party has
good
ever prayed.
number.
Oh, oh.
14 is wait.
No, I was
14?
referring to the one that I saw before I clicked.
Oh, oh.
Oh, no, 14 is within range of flashing.
I.
Yes. Flash.
You want to
Sure.
flash me, Valerius?
Yes, I want to flash
Show
it
me your
really,
dick.
really hard. Pulls off
Think
his
of the
armor a bit.
children.
No, Valeria just very quickly like deactivates his armor and reactivates it.
It's just a tiny little nip slip. Just to
Oh,
really get
no.
us going.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there are kids here.
You, as you think about trying to find the anchor, you're going deep into the recesses of your memory. You feel a tether, but you know deep within your psyche not to go there.
Oh. Like a mental block?
Like
Is that what it feels like? Or
To-
like
to put it-
knowledge that there's nothing for
to-
me to go.
to put it in plain speak, it's tethered. You have what is that spell called? Sanctuary or something like that?
No, it's a
Word of recall.
recall.
Word of recall.
Whatever.
So you do have a temple somewhere, but that temple seems it's currently not for you.
Oh.
Like it was for the bad you. So
Oh.
you
Don't
see
want to use the spell
you
now.
see that it's tethered there,
Oh.
but the spell cannot activate because it's not the bad you.
Right. Okay. When I'm like doing this, I kind of like looking within myself. I do suddenly look up and look straight at Bosk, a little bit excited.
Uh-huh.
You found
I'm
some.
the send home team. The reason they haven't sent anyone after us, or at least well, they might have now, but I think I was the retriever. I think
Right.
at the end of our missions, I just take us home. No,
I
home.
see.
To the place that we were staying. I could
That
still
makes sense.
do that, but obviously we don't want to go there because that's. Oh my
Mm.
god!
Can you focus?
So when we
and
really want to fuck
pinpoint-
shit up,
Wait, one by one?
Can you focus and pinpoint on where that place is?
Unfortunately,
No.
you know you
I don't
cannot.
think so.
even with the Aegis headquarters somewhere out in the fucking world on another continent, I have no fucking clue where it was.
No, but Ghost is not asking about your word of recall because if there was a location tied to it, like, not that we want to go there now, not that we can anyway,
Mhm.
but like, can you like somehow follow the
Yes,
thread
I
back to
think-
where the location is?
Okay,
Well,
so
not
let me
like as
let
a
me put it
beacon,
this way.
but in
Let me-
like
Let me put it this way real quick. You know the spell is on. You know the spell has activation. The problem is you cannot activate it and you don't know where it goes. It's a bit like
would I be able to if I chose to, or is it just that part of me doesn't exist anymore?
yeah, you don't feel like you could activate the spell to go to that place.
Okay.
Like it's on, it's accessible, but not to you.
Okay. So she's
Does
kind
she
of
know
like
why?
She
Well,
knows
probably because I don't even have the fucking memories from when we
not
were
just that,
baddies
it's
even.
because it's not you.
Like
Yeah.
if she becomes like she rolls badly on bad stuff roll,
For a day.
is she in
Could I go
danger
back?
of sending all of us back?
I would say no.
Okay.
Because you
So it's
she
something
has
else that's stopping
yeah, she
her.
she has to
That's good.
be thralled.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
you know
There's some kind of thing in
instinctively.
place
Yeah. You know
make-
instinctively that
Okay.
even if you wanted to activate the spell, it will not teleport you there.
Okay.
She looks a little excited at the prospect of potentially being able to do that, and then as she kind of keeps thinking about it, like, no, I don't think I can. It's not. It's like
Okay.
it's there, but it's not mine to use.
Well, at least that answers one of our questions.
Yeah. Huh. Do you know who I could be sending?
Let me think. Ghost is going to search his contact list.
Pulls
There's
out
one
old
person we could
notebook.
sending.
Before you do all of these things, can I ask who? I'm assuming these are the Aegis people that you were talking about.
Well, not all of them, but some of them. Doesn't really
If-
matter now.
If I'm not mistaken, if they were in any way part of the resistance or part of any resistance back in the day, they would have been found and executed. Is what I heard.
Well, some of them were found and made into thralls.
The three
Apparently
of you.
just us.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it would be a good idea if you did contact a thrall.
That's
I
fair.
don't know. I mean, if we do, and we do go to meet them, we know it would be a trap, but also at the same time, we could shake them out of it, like that you was done with us.
You have a point. We could do that. You
But
see Van take out
So
a notebook
far,
and scribble.
the
That's
other
a good
side of
idea.
the line has been dead. But there is one person that is for sure alive, and that I could probably reach.
Who?
But we might wait until we know for sure that she knows that we've escaped.
Oh,
Oh, you
No.
mean? Oh, you mean the matriarch?
no, not the matriarch.
Just like, hey,
Well,
mom.
we have Valeria's girlfriend.
The other cat
Valeria's
person
girlfriend.
that we
But,
know.
but she's a troll for what we know, right? I
We
think.
don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. You
if
think she
she's a
could be
thrall.
thralled?
Wait,
She
do
might
we
be
know
wi-
that
she might
she's
be
alive?
willing.
Okay, we can no.
Did
Valerius,
Valerius
no,
tell
we
us
do
about
not-
her?
Okay, wait.
Valerius,
Valerius.
it is.
Wasn't?
Wait.
Hold on.
Valerius,
Wait.
did you tell the
Yes.
gang?
Yes, I did. I went out. I
Yes.
had a meltdown for a
I
second.
remember. because
Valerius
the
had a
robot-
meltdown.
Because the
So
robot
she's
instant.
she's still alive too, and she's a
Yeah,
person,
that's why we
right?
have
She's
this.
a human
That's
like
why we
us,
have this.
like
quote.
me.
She's elf, right? Isn't she an elf?
She's half elf.
She's
Oh.
half elf. Yes.
So she would have
Okay.
died.
Like all of you would have
Half-elves-
known this.
Half-elves don't have super long lifespans.
No,
No,
I
no,
would
they-
say they're a bit longer than humans. I think by 180.
Hold up. If I remember correctly, it was around 250 to 300 years old average lifespan for half elf.
Okay.
No, they're not.
Oh,
I don't
depends on,
think
but-
they're even that
depends on
long.
But
Why have you
okay,
told
wait,
us?
wait,
setting.
wait, wait, wait,
Depends on
wait,
setting.
wait.
Depends on
Wait.
setting.
Depends on setting. I'm just gonna say like 180.
Okay.
But Valerius, you know that she had health problems.
Oh no, she's gonna end up like a Warhammer 40k servitor when I meet
I don't
Oh
know.
no.
I don't know, man.
No,
don't know.
I don't know what that
Because-
means.
Traded
Because
her allegiances.
we could have fixed her health problem.
She could have fixed it herself with the matron's help.
Yeah. See,
because
she had
Yes.
a congenital
matron is
genetic health problem,
sugar
so
mama.
Okay.
she wouldn't have
Matron
lived
sugar
that
mama.
long.
Wait.
She would have lived
sorry.
a good human
so-
life.
Wait,
Yeah,
sorry. So, she had this thing when she was like researching really important stuff in the Rikers, and no one could cure her then.
By the way, this is something
they were
only
working on
Valerius
it.
knows.
Yes,
No,
we
but
don't
as a
know about
player-
her health.
As a player, I'm like, you guys can do soul experiments, but you can't cure a simple like.
Look,
They didn't have
they were
access
workers.
to.
We don't care about the workers' lives.
No, but she was working on a very important project.
Someone she was head of
Yeah.
department.
Hmm. Oh well.
Gila.
Lesser restoration was not enough, you know.
Apparently not. Yeah. No one in
Just
Rikers
FYI,
could cast major
like-
restoration.
Like, I don't
Could have
think you
cured
can
cancer,
cure.
but no.
I don't think you can cure congenital diseases. So
Yes.
It kind of makes me wonder
Unless-
if you killed someone and then you revivified them, would it cure?
No,
them?
it doesn't.
no,
it
that's
doesn't.
not how
Oh,
it
that's
works.
unfortunate.
It specifically says that
It's a bit like if you were
okay.
born without a limb, you cannot regrow the limb.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Unless.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
anyway.
Yep, back
Let's
to
not get
topic.
too sidetracked.
However,
Let's go back to what
Yeah.
we're doing right now.
is she someone you would want us to contact, Valerius? I know that you caught a glimpse, right?
I
Wait, do you know where she is?
I have no idea where she is. We
That's how we got the coordinates for the lab, right?
did, yeah, that's how we
But
got it.
she doesn't necessarily. It doesn't mean that she's there, right?
No,
Mhm.
it doesn't mean she's there, but I did pick up her what is the word called? I picked up her IP address when I was looking through the database.
Her phone number.
Can you use that to locate where she is?
You know, I hadn't thought about that. Let me try. Pulls out data
Or
pad.
I could sending her if you like.
That's a horrible idea. I
dangerous.
appreciate the sentiment, but if the minute
And-
she figures out where we are, the matriarch's forces would be all over us.
Okay.
I was about to
You
ask,
don't have to roll,
do you not
Valerius,
trust her?
because what you encountered wasn't that you got her IP address, she got yours.
Oh, so it was. So I basically figured out that she detected me, basically, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, I rephrased what I said. It's not that
Okay,
I detected,
okay.
yeah.
But Valerius, very
Yes.
serious question. Are we not to trust her?
Well, we shouldn't.
Okay. Long
I can answer that
answer.
question.
Short answer. Yes, we shouldn't.
I think a week ago we wouldn't be trusting each other.
No, I know that,
Well,
but I'm just
not wrong.
asking Valerius, and because also you took her to Aegis.
I want to trust her, but we can't. It's too risky. Not now.
But do you think that Aegis might have been compromised by her being there in the first place?
If
Possibly, but does it matter?
it does give an interesting hypothesis. If Aegis fell, and if Eren was within it when Aegis did fall, it kind of means that there's probably not much survivors now, does it?
Well,
Even if they are
then-
survivors, they're most likely enthralled at this point. Aegis had too many useful personnel for the Matrix to just chuck away.
So we know that she's definitely not, someone to trust. But how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna need someone else to pull the trigger for me if the time comes and if the opportunity needs that.
I wasn't even going to go that far, but okay.
The three of you managed to be awakened. Why would she be different?
Because we don't think she's been enthralled.
I
She
see.
was not too happy when I pulled her away from Rikers during our fantastic little let's save all of our loved ones mission at the time. It's very certain that over the years she has either grown disdainful of Rikers and such, of me maybe, and is doing it of her own volition. If she is enthralled,
If she's
So-
still alive,
So you're saying she's willing if
Well,
she's
there
still
are two
we don't know.
there are two things that could have happened. Either she was enthralled or she was not enthralled, and she was okay with his enthrallment.
basically the only thing that we know so far is that she's with the matriarch. And we can't trust her. Not
The
until
only
we
No.
way
verify.
you're alive now is because whatever enthralled you kept you alive that long.
Yes. And we still don't know how we're still alive.
No.
So if Eren is still alive, something similar had to happen.
That is true.
Potentially.
Alright, whether I like
Potentially.
whether how I feel about this is irrelevant. We can't trust anyone from the matriarch as long as we can't verify why they're working with the matriarch. Enthralled, own volition, forced to, doesn't matter. I
Right.
don't like
So
it, but
now,
that's what we had to do.
so let's put a pin on that for now and see what Old Man Jaka has for us. Which map did you give him, by the way?
What the DM wrote?
The old map.
It's
Oh,
three,
fuck.
number
It was
three.
the before times map. Oh, crap.
Right, we should probably explain to him what that means in case he gets
Ghosts-
some
I have
ideas in his head.
Hasn't he
will
had
move
it for like an hour already? Just looking over him.
It hasn't been an hour. It hasn't
Okay, to
been
be
that
fair,
long.
I don't know because microphone and everything died.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
No, you've
Ghosts
just
will go
been
up
sitting
to-
in a circle story time.
Okay,
would
let's go
say,
find
like-
old man Jaka.
Yeah.
Ghost will go up to Valerius and put a paw on his shoulder. Valerius.
Valerius glances up at oh god, sorry, glances up at Ghost.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It means a lot to hear that from you. Especially, damn, you've changed in the past 200 years.
So have you been ready to face her again?
It's them or us. It's probably the merciful thing to do as well.
Hmm.
Come on, let's go find old man Jaka.
All of you toddle off to Old Man Jaka's tent. And you see him. You see the map that he took from you.
Mm-hmm.
So you give him maps, and then he took one. You
Yeah, I
see
was like,
that
"Oh, what?"
put on the side of the table, and then you see him drawing on another piece of paper with what looks like a different drawing of a map.
Okay. Good. Good thing. That's a good thing. Excellent.
So
Alright,
he made another
probably should
map.
have. We probably should have stopped you when you took that one. It's a bit out of date.
He rolls up the map that he took from Valerius, and he goes, "Consider it payment." And then he puts it in his bag.
Oh, he took your old map.
Yeah, he's keeping it. He's
I
like, this
mean-
is neat.
It's fine. I have
I
the
should put it
database
in
of
a
the old map
museum.
anyway.
Yes.
Ghost will sit down opposite Omen Jaka and TLDR the story time again about what it is. In case it
he
drops
nods.
anything.
He nods. He's a lot younger than
Us?
I think the easiest thing to say is that I was born before the incident, but I wasn't around where it was hot. I'm not very in trend.
He's a boomer. Sorry.
I elbow Valerius and be like, that thing was one of a kind.
I think how the
Valerius
young
just
people
snickering.
I think how the young people would say it is I'm a hipster.
Yes.
Very subtly underneath Valerius's breath. Oh
Bit
man.
bad hits.
Sure.
So, when that happened, I was very far away, and I was being taught to take over a similar sounding but different caravan troop from my father.
Nod.
So, unfortunately, I wasn't in the thick of it when it happened, and you know the thing about frogs being boiled, or frogs in pots, or something about boiled frogs.
They stay until it's too late.
I was the
Tastes
frog.
good.
Actually, there's a kind of giant frog somewhere in the north. Quite tasty. Just the legs. The rest of it poison.
Mm.
Anyway, so I have a few areas for you to check out. But one in particular I find most important.
Go on.
And then he points to... Hang on.
He points to Ice Root City.
No. He points to 3
Straight
places.
to our death. Please tell me one of them
Uh,
is Roar.
They're taking the gnomes to Isengard.
And I'm giving you this information under strict rule that you do not share this out.
Confidentiality.
As in, we don't tell people that these places exist.
Copy that. We have
Correct.
Old Man Jaka's clearance.
Because
Alright.
if anybody else were to find out, these people will find me and kill me, and then find you and then kill you. They don't mess around.
Assuming they can.
Okay.
They've been
So
hidden for
they're-
a good several hundred years for a reason.
Oh,
That
Oh.
sounds promising.
There's a place on a mountain cliffside called Plain Maroon. And all ruins. Well, technically everybody's dead here, but it would be interesting for you to go and find out and what's in. See if any boons were to be given to you. It's called Emir.
Wait, what? Old
What's the
runes?
spelling?
He writes down Tlain Maroon, TLAENMEROON.
Oh,
I sorry.
I
There's-
will write it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah,
I, have very-
think
I have great
DM
difficulty with Shah names.
DM will put it into the map.
Yes, I will put it into the map, which is not here
I
right now,
heard
but I will.
Plain maroon.
Exactly.
I
ah,
heard
very
teal
good.
maroon. I was like, whoa.
And
Green
Emir.
and blue. Okay, so there's Emir, there's Tlain Maroon, and then there's another one which I can't find the name of right now. So
In
we'll
some
have-
other
name.
third thing.
insert
but most-
name here.
Old man thinking.
Okay, most importantly, are these places near us?
They're around. They're not really near. They're
Uh,
just, like places to visit.
Follow-up
Okay.
question.
Yeah, we'll see when they're on the map.
Okay. Then
Are any-
Ghost will point to the Everglades Medical Research Facility area and goes, "Do you know if there's a place here?"
When I passed by that area, maybe a few months ago, nothing. But I did feel very strangely about that location, and we didn't stick around.
Interesting.
invisible?
Perhaps it would be good for you to
Illusion
check it out.
barriers, maybe.
Right. So nothing that you know of is in the forest surrounding it or anywhere near there.
We didn't go close enough. Once I get the heebie-jeebies, I tend to leave. Keeps us
A good
alive.
instinct.
But I can tell you that place feels strange.
I nod.
What kind of strange?
Like, how do I put this? Imagine you were a child of 2 years old, and you woke up at night and it was dark. And as you wander around the room, you cannot find the door and you cry for your mother. But nobody's there. It feels kind of like that.
Like a
Lost.
nightmare.
Scary.
So lost is the word?
Scary and lost.
More than lost. It feels disturbing. So we
Yeah.
left.
Fair.
That's fair. How about this one here? He'll go to the Bloomington Medical Research Area.
Way up in the north.
Way up in the
Bloomington
north.
Medical Research is actually one of those. If you have money, you can go there and make yourself beautiful and such.
It's a
Gateway,
saloon.
per se. It's near the Folsom entrance somewhere. Personally,
Okay.
not a fan. Very expensive. I'll give it 2 out of 5 stars.
Okay. Fair.
They said
It's
it's
open
like
to the public.
It's open
Um,
to the money.
I see.
Mume will say like it's like a saloon. Even I know that place.
I would say more than a saloon. I've heard stories of some of the children of rich people go there to get rid of their vices.
Rehab.
Ghost will look very carefully over Mume and try and figure out how much money was spent for him.
What?
He's not a natural orange.
The orange was and thrust it upon him. No.
Yeah, no.
It's like- He wonders, like, did Mume go in and pay 50 GP?
No, no. Mume just
Oh, really?
know of the
GP, do your
place,
best with this. It's like, okay.
They cried.
yeah. Mume didn't like went in for a spar day, so no.
Okay. But he will look to Mume and Jakat this way. So it's open to the money, so does one need to make connections before getting in, or can one just bring a bag?
Ideally, if I remember correctly, hearing that you would be recommended a place because there's reservations and such. Personally,
sorry,
I don't know.
Strange question. Do people still use gold?
In Ice Route, in some parts of Falsen, but generally no. We get by exchange. Money
Okay.
means nothing
Ah,
out here.
I see.
Like,
guys
you
are
can
running out
you
of-
can give me gold, but really it's just for gilding.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Never mind.
Falson is tied with what Mume, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but
False.
anyway,
Yeah.
he'll ask Jaka about Falson City.
We had attempted to leave some of our people in Falsen because we were getting a little bit too big. I tend to prefer my caravans to be 10 or less. But it seems that for some of us who have chosen to stay with me, it was slightly inhospitable considering there's a lot of bureaucracy. It's a functional city. I didn't do a head count personally. I wasn't there for a long time. They've got good trade in general. They do trade in money sometimes, depending on who. I heard some of the traders from Ice Route often go to Falsen.
Wow, all the way.
He nods. Don't ask me how. I've never seen them traverse the hostilities.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, a mix of cultures. Do you know why it's called Falsen?
No.
Because there is a
Can't say
false
I do.
sun. Ha 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 ha.
Wait, what? What did he say?
False
There's-
sun. It's actually
There's a
false.
false
Oh.
sun. So
False sun.
they have inhabited a cavernous space under the mountains. One could call it the Under Mountains. Ha 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 ha. But somehow they have created this magical device, a crystalline structure on the ceiling that
That emits
provides
light.
not just light but sunlight. So there are farms down there.
Wait, what?
Nod,
There's
nod,
farms
nod.
down there?
It's functionable as what we know as a sun, I believe. It is
In other
formed
words, it is definitely a place you would want to live in if you didn't mind the bureaucracy. I heard that they have ties with the matriarch. I'm not sure how, but everybody seems to tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
No way the matriarch would allow a place like this to exist independently from her control.
That's what I
No.
said.
Nod,
But
nod, nod.
It seems that some people would like to keep their heads in the sand. I'm not about to argue with them. I'm not staying there. Personally, I like my freedom a little bit too much.
Right.
Who's
Well,
in charge of
that is-
Falson?
He shrugs.
Would I know?
Would you know?
I know I murdered one, but I don't think he's that big of a head.
No.
What?
Does he know that there's like a council of people or
Okay, so what Mume knows is they have elections, so it's like a mayor type situation.
oh,
So things might have changed,
democracy?
especially since somebody died. Bunny
Someone ate
ears
it.
democracy.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, so I would not know who is running right now because someone accidentally off themselves. Nudge, nudge.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yes.
Yes. So I
They killed
personally have
himself, yes.
never been good with any strict authority. So
A
no,
hipster indeed.
I personally wouldn't care. Couldn't care less. Anyway,
Okay.
so he gives you a few other places which I'll update later.
Okay. But location-wise, are any as like any between here and Olsit tunnels?
No. It seems like a straight shot in between.
Okay.
Are we
They're
still
all
going to go
scattered
to
about.
the facility then?
I'm keen on going to the facility because it has stuff I need to find out about us. Like on the way, I can do like basic health check to see if we're still like normal healthy peoples.
On, yeah. Can you imagine that we just suddenly caught up all 200 years within the span of 2 days?
Become old,
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations,
like,
game over.
so like, and to see if like reflexes are normal, like if our blood is behaving normally, that kind of stuff.
I just want to make a joke. Reflexes normal just rolls natural ones consistently. Ah, yes, this person has lost movement.
Just trips everywhere. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, you're heading to Olsit Tunnels, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're thinking of making a stop on the way, but that's not important. Why?
If
Oh.
you do go there to secure entry, look for. Shit, what's his name? Anyanka! Anyanka!
Very
Or-
old man reaction.
Anyanka, what's the name of the little kobold thing? The green one. The one with a lot of dreadlocks. I don't know, I don't remember.
It'd be
Give
funny
me a
if we
second.
meet this kobold and he's not green and does not have dreadlocks.
What?
He's
The
died and
name
he's been
again?
succeeded by someone else.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
a cobalt, it might be fair.
So the reason why I remembered Green and has dreadlocks is his name is Greenlock.
Right.
What?
What? Okay. Sure.
Do they have? Are they green and have dreadlocks, or was that made up?
Give me a second, I need to cough.
Said old man. Yes, yes.
Ghost will be thinking back to a certain train station and a kobold there. It's like, oh no, we had descendants.
Their offspring are still here.
Yay, coughing.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I can't remember if he was actually green.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, we'll find out when we get there then.
But definitely look for Greenlock and say Old Man Jaka sent you. At least it will
Okay.
make sure you don't get beheaded or whatever it is they do there. Now.
Whatever it is they do there these days.
He shrugs.
That's definitely how we used to do it.
Was there?
I didn't catch that part. I lagged out a bit. What did you say?
Said that old man
It'll stop them from beheading us or whatever it is
or,
they do
or
these
murdering us,
days.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to go there, and what do we say?
Look
Find
for
Greenlock.
We name drop. We're just name
Name
drop.
drop
old-
Let's say
Greenlock
that
and-
Jaka sent us.
name drop Greenlock, name drop Jaka.
All right. Is there anything that you'd like us to bring there?
He shakes
Traveling
his
can't
head.
be easy.
Perhaps you could ask if Christina and John are doing okay. Although I don't think we'll be in touch aside from Minu, who I am entrusting to assist you if you have anything. Or rather, if you require anything, we'll do our best to deliver them to you in a timely manner?
Oh, there was something actually, and I mentioned about the tool that I got Ranby to help work on for me. What were the names? Christina and
John. Just
Oh.
John.
John. Very
Surprise!
most
It's
easiest
like
to write.
it's spelled Dijon. No, I'm kidding. It's just John.
good. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
I
These people?
not that you know of, unless you have questions for them. But pretty much, I think you've answered more than stuff. I know that the siblings will be bothering you off.
Yes, the siblings will follow us.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Probably,
Not just that, they'll
'cause
be
we
asking
can't
you, like,
survive.
who were you before this? What happened 250 years ago? Because they've heard
Oh, jeez.
they've heard some stuff from Ghost, and now they're interested in all your backstories. But this will not be done in game.
In character, yes.
We'll just say they find out about you.
Yes,
We can do some text RPs.
Yeah, for sure.
Even.
Yeah.
But if there's nothing else, I can say that everybody beds down, especially the rest who are going to be traveling with Minu and Old Man Jaka and Anyanka back to their camp.
Yep. We wish them well.
Thank you
They
for your help.
eat the venison, the whole buck.
Everybody compliments the chef.
Yay.
Well
That's
done, well done.
me.
Good job. Good
The
job.
flowers were beautiful. The dress was gorgeous, and so on and so forth. And then all of you decide who will be pretty much taking watch. And for the first time, some of you get to sleep through. Because Anyanka will be taking one of the watches, and then you have the rest of them taking watches as well. So would you all like to have a nap? Through?
I'll take watch.
Okay.
I'll take watch as well.
Ghost
do
will
you-
take watch too.
Do you have any specific person you want to take a watch with?
Ghost will take watch with Gunlock.
Okay.
I have
Valerius
been
and-
given opportunity to sleep. I shall sleep.
Valerius and whatchamacallit, Valerius, Floaty will remain on constant watch. Valerius will take the middle shift.
Okay. Valerius, you will take the shift with Anyanka.
Okay. Oh, great. Is it
Mino,
gonna end really well or really bad?
I mean, she's quiet.
It's great. I mean,
chill.
like, you won't feel compelled to say anything to her.
Or
I
just
mean,
sit
it
there
could-
like,
it could be
so,
the
is he any good
opposite.
movies recently?
Exactly. He might be feeling so awkward that he feels compelled to talk more.
Yes.
I'm
she's
Valerius.
not
I'm
talking.
from Bror. Here's my backstory.
This is my backstory, and Anyanka's like, kill me. I
I've
have
got a lot of feelings about my ex-girlfriend right now.
It's just
Oh,
she's
that's
sitting there
okay.
like, I have been through 50 wars. I have fought battles with men who have arms of knives. I have done all these things, and yet I want to die now.
Check out.
Mume would like to take a watch as well.
There is
last
a
watch.
watch with Minu.
The last watch, I believe.
Okay. I can say it's generally safe, and in particular, Bosk, where are you sleeping? How are you making your little nap nest?
I
And
would
how
have-
far away?
I'd put up a tent, like in the campsite, I guess.
Okay, it's the
Nowhere
fire
in
is warm.
particular.
The fire is warm and protected by a tiny hut.
Oh, comfy.
Old Man Jaka has made like a little tiny hut to make sure the light doesn't extend too far. Just to make the
Okay.
camp safe and warm.
Okay. If I'm invited to be in the tiny hut, then I will not be pitching tent inside the tiny hut. I will just bring sleeping bag inside.
Wait, hold up. Sorry. Is it like a tiny hut as in magical tiny hut, or is it like built tiny hut?
No,
like
it's
he foreshadowed
Leoman's
himself?
Leoman's tiny hut.
Okay. All right. That was the last
We-
question I had. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go first because I'm heading to
Yeah,
KL tomorrow
Tiny
for
hut is
interview.
compulsory, guys, because we cannot be spied upon.
Okay,
Yeah. Alright.
Thanks, Joe, for
Thank you,
playing. We'll
everyone.
see you next week.
Good
Bye,
luck.
Okay,
Joe.
Oh, yeah,
bye-bye.
Bye.
see.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Same.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
So you are in the tiny hut, alongside the children. The older boy is sleeping outside. And with you is old man Jaka.
Oh, okay.
So something happens in the night. To you in particular, Dr. Boss. You have a dream.
Oh,
Oh, Dr.
is it a
Boss.
good dream?
I don't know. We'll see. In
What are
that
the
dream,
chances?
you open your eyes. It's cold. It's very unusual because you don't feel cold all that often. You look around and you're surrounded in a cube room with glass. Just glass everywhere, floor, ceiling, walls. And as you
Oh,
look
man.
out from the glass, it's darkness.
It's that nightmare that he was talking about.
Only
There
you
are no
don't.
doors, and my mom's not here.
Your mom's not here. You don't think about your mother, unfortunately. You don't feel fear per se. You just feel
Oh,
trapped.
okay.
As you turn around and scrutinize the glass, you come across like a door that starts to manifest itself, and it's the same door that you remember from ages when you would walk through to treat the girl.
Oh,
There is
like
a
the
slit.
the mercenary girl?
Yeah,
Right.
there is a slit for you to be able to see through. And it seems that there's light just in the horizon. But that light doesn't escape from the walls. Like, you don't know where that light comes from, and it seems just at that point.
Like the lights outside, like on other side of door?
Just the other side of door.
Okay. Can I look through the slit?
Yeah.
I look through the slit.
You look through the slit and you see warmth, inviting. It's not too bright. It's just nice. It feels comforting, like tea on a cool
Ah.
day. And you want to go there.
Like on other side of the door through the
Yes.
slit.
You 100%, like, it's pulling you.
Okay. So I like reach hand through the slit. Like, does the door have a doorknob? Like, can I open the door?
It has like a plate. You think it's supposed to be pushed open, but
Mhm.
right now it seems locked.
Ah,
You
damn it.
put your hand through the hole, and
yes.
it
And I
it feels
reach to the other side to be like, where's the thingy that unlocks the door?
make me a dexterity check. No. Sleight of hand.
Oh, I'm good at that. Wait, this isn't my character sheet.
That's hilarious.
It's
That's
mine.
hilarious. Okay. Where am I? Here I am.
You
18.
reach
Ben is the designated roller today.
you stick your hand through that hole and you reach down to where you think a doorknob would be. But as you reach down, you feel your hand growing longer and longer. You start touching the side of the door. It's so comfortable. It feels like, you know, those sleeping pods with water that's the same temperature as your body?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those things. It feels exactly like that. It feels so comfortable, and it makes you want to break up more. You find a doorknob, and you start jingling it, but it doesn't seem to want to budge. Like, it is locked. You need a key.
Okay. I check my person for a key. Or for stuff. Do I have things?
It is your dream. This is not the first time you've done lucid dreaming before, so you attempt to manifest a key. Do you do that?
Yes, I shall attempt to manifest a key.
Make me Hang on, let me open up a sheet so I can see what buttons there are.
Yes. There is acrobatics. There is investigation. There is.
Make me persuade yourself.
Oh, okay. 18
Oh,
again.
18 again. Okay. You manifest a key. What does it look like?
Like a little silver key with a ring handle that isn't attached to a keychain. And then at the end it's just like two little teeth. Like key teeth.
Okay. You look at it. This isn't strange at all. You've done this many times in many dreams. But this is the first time you've felt the pull of the warmth. You remember, don't go into the light, but that's irrelevant. You're not dead. You're 100% sure you're not dead. You stick your hand out with the key this time, and
Yes, I
easily
find the keyhole.
find the keyhole. When you put the key in, you feel the walls around you crack. You hear cracking sounds.
Oh.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save, wisdom save. 13 for the wisdom save.
You push through. You turn the key once. The cracking becomes louder and more pronounced. You see the glass begin to shatter. Make me another wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save 16 this time.
You turn the key the second time. The door is loose. And as you hear the click, the whole room explodes. And you are bathed in warm, comforting light.
Ah, success.
You now find yourself in what feels like a pool of water. In medical school, people talked about the birthing process, when a child is in a pregnant belly, the amniotic fluid. You think this is probably what it feels like. And you start
Makes sense.
kicking your leg, swimming towards the light, which is a pinprick in the distance. Make me an intelligence saving throw.
Int save. 27.
Oh, very good.
Big number this time.
You manage to go towards the light. In fact, no, you don't even have to swim that far. You will the light to you. And as it's in front of you, you grasp it. You take it in your hand. And then you wake up. Make me a perception check.
Oh no. 18.
18.
Pretty good.
Where is your bag?
Probably next to my sleeping bag.
It's got the vials, right?
My pack. Yeah, yeah.
You catch a glimpse of shards on the floor because of the light of the fire. And that pulls you. And you see the two vials broken.
Oh no, I hope nobody. Oh no. Did the kids do this?
And
I look for evidence.
you look for evidence. The kids
Did
are
you do
fast
this?
asleep. Old man Jaka is fast asleep. You
Okay,
see
where-
you see people outside doing their patrols.
I look for the goop. Did it get absorbed into the dirt? Or
You-
traces of the goop?
You look at the group and you do find a trail. The trail leads to your bedroll
Oh, okay.
and it
I-
disappears within.
Oh no. This is probably not good. Okay, question. When I cast detect poison and disease, does the goop like ping as a
No.
poison or disease?
It does not.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, let me ask you. Is Bosk panicking?
Slightly, yes. It's like, no, my stuff, it's gone and it went into the thing. How do I see if it's infected me?
How do you see if it's affected you? Like what are you doing now? Like you've got two kids and an old guy sleeping just across from you, like past the
Okay.
fire.
So I know definitely it went to my bedroll, right? Not theirs.
Yeah, it definitely went to your bedroll. They
Okay, and
seemed
it's
the line seemed to have broken from the two vials combined and then went straight to you.
okay. And these were the healthy vials.
Yes.
The vial from Meyer is still like there, right?
Yeah, the vial from Meyer is still there. This one is the one that you still had in your pocket when you woke up. Like
Okay.
the spares.
Ah, right. Okay. So, um, what time is it?
You don't know.
Like, is it nighttime?
Yeah, it's definitely nighttime. It's
Okay.
who you think it's probably the second shift, and second is Gunlug and
Okay.
Gunlug
Perfect.
and
Gunlog.
Ghost.
Gunlog can help. Um, I will go to Gunlog.
Is there too.
I will put on my like warm stuff as I leave the tiny hut. Okay.
Ghost will be there too.
Okay,
Hmm.
good. That's fine. I approach, emerge from the tiny hut, and head over.
Hello.
Okay,
Don't
so
sleep.
slightly alarming thing happened. Um, the samples that I had seem to have escaped from the vials, and then I show them like the broken glass shards because I'm not about to leave the glass shards there where people can step on them.
Ghost immediately his first
Yeah.
stands on N and he stands up.
Yeah, and thankfully they left a trail, and I managed to follow the trail
Where'd they go?
to my sleeping bag. So
Oh, fuck.
you know what those things
Gunlock,
are and how to track them.
do the thing that you
Do
need
you
to
have a
purge them.
spell?
Well, I can do the thing I did with Meyer. Right?
What did you do with Meyer? No, I just need you to make sure that they are actually with me and they're not elsewhere. Do you have a
What do you
spell that
mean?
can do that?
Um, I can try to check if it's in you, I suppose.
Right. Yes.
And then I can try to get it out of you, obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
just
Um,
as Gunlug says, get it out of you. You feel like a part of you is asking permission to stay.
Oh.
Like you feel a little bit more full.
Mm.
Ghost is going to put his paws on Dr. Bosk and hold her still.
When you say full, what do you mean?
Like you feel a little bit more complete. Like before you didn't know that you were missing something, but now you're like, oh hey, it's like a friend's home.
Huh. Wait. Just check to see if it's there first.
right. So first, I think I think we managed to find it with detect poison and disease in the past, if I remember
Yes.
correctly. So we'll start with that.
You do a quick
Abracadabra.
detect Abracadabra. You don't find any poison or disease.
Doesn't seem like it's in here.
Okay, because
Or any,
I-
like, because this is a area effect. Does it seem like it's anywhere in the vicinity?
No.
okay,
If you're near enough to, if you brought your backpack with the kids poison, you would tell that's poison.
Okay. And in the past, I've been able to detect them when they're in the vials.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
I don't think we've talked about it. I just
I would
I
say
don't
in
know
the
if these ones
vials
are
they are
detectable.
inert, so
okay.
they're not poisonous.
by
Or
themselves. Okay.
Do you have a spell that detects creatures?
Oh. Good question. I'm gonna look at object. Look at creature. Might have to wait until tomorrow.
Okay,
Mention.
that
Not
should be
even tomorrow.
fine.
I have it. I'm pretty sure I have it. Do I
Because
have
I
look at
tried
creature?
the
Yeah.
poisons and disease thing as well, and I couldn't find anything in me or around me.
Okay. That's
Ghost will say, take off
Or
your
around the
shirt.
items that were
We
inside.
need to check the skin everywhere then.
yeah.
Yep. Maybe we
I'm
do that
not.
inside.
Yes. Because I am not comfortable that it's not in you just because I can't detect it.
Okay, we shall do that.
Yeah.
you walk into a tent. I'm assuming somebody's tent.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
do
go
you
back to the
guys have a
tiny
tent?
hut. We
I
go
would
back
say
to the tiny
Valerius would have a tiny hut.
hut.
Yeah. We enter Valerius's tiny hut.
He is asleep
Without yes,
because he's
without
not
waking.
here.
He's
It's
collapsed and we're like, it's okay, he won't mind.
yeah. So you are now in a tiny hut. Bosk, you feel that feeling again as though asking for permission to stay.
I tacitly grant permission because it feels like the right thing to do, right? Like it's like,
Tell us
yes,
about this?
this is good.
It feels
Is that the vibe I get?
yeah, that
We
is
are
the
not
vibe
your
you get.
character.
Yes, okay.
That is definitely the vibe you get. Like
Okay. I will follow the
minute-
vibe and be like, okay, just
the minute you say yes, you feel a kind of you know those muscle sprays that you spray on your person? It's cold but also very warm.
no.
Like those muscle relaxants when you have a sprain.
Tiger bomb.
Okay, maybe
Oh,
Tiger Bomb. Okay, let's go
yes,
with
that
Tiger
I
Bomb.
understand.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah,
Tiger Bomb.
yeah.
It feels like that ensconces your entire body and you feel a little bit more complete. But as you do that, are you doing that while you're taking off your shirt or how?
Yeah, I guess whenever the feeling hits me, I'll just be like, oh, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
You are halfway removing your
yes,
shirt.
I'm removing like outer layer.
Any part of your skin is bare or able to be seen?
Yeah, I'm not wearing my mask right now, so like face,
Okay.
And
For the two
neck
people
area.
looking at Bosk right now, make me a perception check.
Oh, you guys are good at that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all have numbers. Oh wait, I have to roll for
Help.
roll for Gunlog. Okay, Gunlog, let's see. Perceive. Oh
Aw.
no. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh no.
12
I
and
will use
16.
an inspiration to take the 21.
Okay.
Okay.
With the 21, As Bosk
The
is
ghost
taking
sees.
off her outer shirt, Ghost, you see veins start to snake across her arms and disappear. And as it disappears up towards her torso and disappears under her shirt, you see it snake up to her neck. And then you see her pupils become slightly illuminated red. Just for a second.
Ghost will call out immediately. It's in her. Just went up to her neck to her eyes. And he's going to hold Boss tightly.
Shit.
Ah,
Bosk,
Gunlock
that was
how do you
hit
what I
feel?
was
her
feeling.
with every cure.
Okay. So the one I think I used on Meyer was a restoration one, and I had to upcast it quite a bit
Mm-hmm.
in order to do it. So I think I'm just gonna do it and use my once a day level 9.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
let's go.
Okay.
Yep. This is a Hail Mary. If this thing is in her and it just got in there, this might be the only the best chance we've got at doing a thing. So just I'll look at Boss just to make eye contact, make sure that she can see what I'm doing, and yeah. Just put a hand on her shoulder. And blast her.
Tell me what it looks like. Because right now, Bosk, you're being held in position by Ghost.
I think Gunlag's
Yes.
magic these days does look more
When
terrifying than it used to. So it's like a black and red kind of mist almost that kind of just seeps into Bosk from where I touch her. Similar to the inflict wounds looked in the past, but now it just kind of a lot of her magic looks more like that, more
and my
scary looking.
thoughts are like, wait, oh, it's in me. Okay, if this thing is what I think it is, this spell shouldn't work. Is my thought.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, okay.
As the spell exits Gunlag's hand and into you, it covers your body with this, what was it, red black light?
Blackish
Yeah. And
tendrils mist.
mists start exiting her hand as well, and Valerius grunts in his sleep, and that
And
is where
rolls over.
we're gonna stop for today.
No.
Did we stop you from leveling up?
No, I don't know what happened, but I want to know what happens.
Well, you can't, because we have to wait until next week because it's 11:40.
Yeah. This is
Thank
true,
you.
and I really need to go to sleep.
Yeah. Thank you so much for playing.
My face when boss that thing's asking for permission. My face when boss is like, oh, it feels natural. Like, what just escaped confinement, madam?
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so
Yeah.
much for watching. We will see you next week. Thank you guys for playing, and good night.